Did the prosecutors ever have a chance? That's our bold question tonight. And Vinny Politan's over in the HLNTV.com evidence room.
Thanks, Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, did prosecutors ever have a chance? Well, to evaluate that, you got to take a look at the forces against the prosecution. And most of these, let's see, looks like almost all of them are actually prosecution witnesses. You begin with the ME, Dr. Bao. Remember him? Well, I remember him, but he didn't remember doing the autopsy on Trayvon Martin and told the jury over and over again, I remember zero. Imagine that being your expert. Could you have a chance if that's your expert? Then the alleged whistleblower, the IT director who worked at the state attorney's office, who ends up sending files and giving information to the defense in this case without first going to his boss. Then the jury in the case. We've heard from one juror already who had a hard time finding credibility with the state's key witness, Rachel Gentel. And then there's the lead investigator, Chris Serino, the cop. This is the guy who first interviewed the defendant, the former defendant, George Zimmerman. He's the one who got on the stand and said, I believed George Zimmerman, sent that message to the jury. Well, that's something I talked to the prosecutors about. Take a listen. The detective, Serino, at trial, basically saying, I believe George Zimmerman.
You think he was telling the truth?
Yes. This guy, I believe him, he's innocent. I don't see police officers doing that. I mean, is there something else going on here?
Well, what Detective Serino should have said is, I can't make that determination because once I finish my investigation, the physical evidence has to be analyzed, and that had not been done.
You know, we don't get to pick our witnesses. We've got to deal with what we've got, and we've got to do the best we can.
But usually you're in a safe place when you've got a police officer on the stand, right?
Usually we're on the same team.
Wow. So not on the same team with your lead investigator in the case? I mean, that's just one of the many forces that were against this prosecution, Ryan. And it was a tough case to begin with, but when you've got your ME doesn't remember anything and your lead investigator isn't on the same team, how do you have a chance?